I tried the Japanese interval walking hack for 30 minutes and plot twist, I didn't hate cardio for once. If that sentence made you raise an eyebrow, buckle up, because the internet's newest obsession might just be the anti-gym workout you never knew you needed. Forget burpees, forget barbells, and definitely forget that smug smartwatch that keeps yelling at you to close your rings. The only equipment required for Japanese interval walking is, well, your legs and a willingness to look mildly ridiculous in public. Here's the deal in plain English. You stroll like you're window shopping for exactly 3 minutes, then suddenly switch gears and march like you're late for the last train out of Tokyo, also for 3 minutes. Repeat that dance for half an hour. That's it. No secret handshake, no overpriced leggings, no instructor screaming motivational quotes at you. But here's where it gets controversial. Some trainers argue this is basically HIIT in disguise, and purists are already sharpening their pitchforks. Can walking, yes, plain old walking, really deliver the same perks as a sweaty spin class? Keep reading, because the science might ruffle a few feathers. How fast is fast, exactly? Dr. Christian Karstoft, an associate professor at the University of Copenhagen, who has spent years poking and prodding volunteers on treadmills, puts it bluntly. During the speedy bursts, you should be breathing hard enough that you can't recite your grocery list out loud. During the recovery stroll, you should be moving so slowly that tourists might mistake you for a street performer doing an interpretive statue routine. Ironically, most people struggle with the slow part. Our egos simply refuse to let us dawdle. I decided to test drive the method around King's Cross in London. For 30 minutes, I alternated between I'm definitely going to miss my platform power walking and I'm pretending to read every shop window meandering. Did I feel self-conscious? Absolutely. At one point, a child pointed and asked his mom why the lady kept changing speed. I smiled like I knew exactly what I was doing. I didn't. The surprising verdict. By the end, I was pleasantly warm. My Apple Watch gave me a polite golf clap, and I wasn't gasping for air. Translation. If you're already marathon ready, this won't replace your tempo runs. But if you're nursing creaky knees, hate running, or simply want an entry-level cardio upgrade, this could be your golden ticket. And this is the part most people miss. Interval walking isn't brand new. Japanese researchers have been quietly publishing data on it for over 2 decades, focusing on middle-aged and older adults who think burpee is just a cute baby sound. One study tracked 139 participants averaging 63 years young. After 5 months of interval walking 4+ days a week, their peak aerobic capacity shot up more than the folks who stuck to steady, moderate strolls. Bonus side effects included lower blood pressure and sturdier knee joints. Not bad for something you can do in jeans. Another small trial led by Dr. Karstoft found that people with type 2 diabetes who interval walked for 4 months improved their blood sugar control more than those who walked at the same average speed without intervals. Even though both groups burned the same total calories, the interval group also dropped 3 to 5 kilograms of body fat, while the steady walkers barely budged the scale. So, is it really HIIT light? Dr. Sean Phillips from the University of Edinburgh says yes, in spirit. High-intensity exercise, whether sprinting or simply walking very briskly, pushes your heart and muscles harder in less time. Your body responds by upgrading its oxygen delivery system, strengthening muscle fibers, and revving up calorie burn long after you've collapsed on the sofa. The catch? You have to be willing to feel a little uncomfortable for those 3-minute bursts. But not everyone enjoys the I might vomit sensation, and Phillips is refreshingly honest about it. Some people love the challenge, others would rather floss a cat. His advice for beginners: start with normal, chat-level walking until it feels boring. Then sprinkle in 30-second fast intervals and build up to the full 3-minute switcheroos. The elephant on the sidewalk. Let's address the awkward question. If you're already fit, does this count as a workout or just a quirky way to sightsee? Dr. Karstoft doesn't sugarcoat it. Seasoned athletes will need to jog or add hills to get the same cardiovascular jolt. But here's a spicy counterpoint. Even elite runners use walking recoveries during track workouts. So maybe, just maybe, dialing the intensity down to walking isn't cheating, but smart, joint-friendly periodization. Cue the angry comments from the no pain, no gain crowd. Retention hook? Still with me? Good, because the next paragraph might flip your opinion again. The social media twist TikTok is currently flooded with hashtag interval walking clips. Earnest 30-somethings striding through parks, retirees power walking past bewildered pigeons, and at least one golden retriever trying to keep pace. The trend has racked up millions of views, proving that if you film anything in slow-mo and add lo-fi beats, it looks revolutionary. But remember, the original Japanese studies never promised six-pack abs, just better fitness, stronger knees, and a lower risk of keeling over while gardening. So, what's the takeaway? Japanese interval walking is free, low impact, and backed by more peer-reviewed papers than most fitness fads. It won't turn you into an Olympian, but it might turn your daily dog walk into a legit cardio session. And for anyone who thinks exercise equals torture, that's a plot twist worth sharing. Now, the million-yen question. Is interval walking a genius life hack or just glorified power walking with a fancy passport? If you've tried it or flat out refused to, drop your hot take below. Are you team every little burst counts? Or team unless I'm dripping sweat it doesn't count? Let's settle this in the comments, one brisk step at a time.